Everyone, how are we all? This is again the morning of the night before. Going through race 3 here at Kyoto Driving Park. We're going to crack on straight through it and just get straight into the action straight over. First of all, we'll just run you through the field, how they qualified here for race 3. In first position is Joker in a 4C. He's on Racing Softs. Right, the controversy before the race even begins. We have Ribber here, also in a 4C, who wasn't in a 4C last week. He was in a Megane. So the racing stewards are making their decisions about what's going to happen with Ribber at the end of this race. But we'll carry on as is for now. But he's also in a 4C here in second place. Viali. He's managing to get that GTR around this track really quickly. He's superb driving by him in the GTR. Racing softs again for him as well. He's in third place here. Holy Pete in a Honda here in fourth. Deli B here in a Lexus in fifth. Surprised Deli went for the Lexus on this track, as this is I would have thought been better suited for the next track. But he's also got the Jag, hasn't he? So yeah, perhaps it is his best option for this one, but he's faster than anything at the moment, to be honest, at Deli B. So we you can't really criticise him for that. So he's here in fifth. Berserker, that's myself. I'll be honest, I was shocked I got so high up the field. I was not expecting to be this. I was expecting maybe to be about 10th on the grid, perhaps. But I managed to put in an absolute barnstorming pole position, but it's not pole position, lap time, and I was only half a second off the pace, which I was shocked about, to be honest. But I'm on racing super soft so far. Everyone else is, Holy Pete's on racing super softs. Got to mention that. Deli's on the racing softs front, racing super softs on the back. I'm on all racing super softs. Here we have Total Rose here in a Ferrari in seventh. We've got a full grid, 16 runners in this one, so there's a lot of people to get through in this. On the racing softs, he's already over-revving his engine. He only was just behind Beserker-Boy by 900ths of a second, so his pace was better. He's matching the guy just in front. Chrissy Mack. Mack is back in racing super softs. And our good friend Winkle in ninth. Look, I grow up, Pete. You really need to grow up. Winkle here is just behind Chrissy Mack in ninth. He's on racing super softs in the McLaren. But Osonovich here in the Lamborghini in 10th. I keep wanting to say McLaren because obviously that livery that he's got there is of the McLaren Formula One era. Well, that's what it looks like to me anyway. So it keeps making. I keep wanting to say McLaren first, but it's not. It's Lamborghini, obviously. Bourget is here in 11th place in a McLaren, actual McLaren. Sayrek's back here in the Citroen. He's obviously gone on a flyer for the Citroen, and I don't think anyone else is running the Citroen this year. So see how he gets on with that. Here in 12th, he's on racing softs, super softs on the back. Zafiro, surprised he was so far behind because he's a quick driver. Did really well last at Interlagos last week, but I think this Aston is hurting his championship aspirations. I also think probably the Aston would be better suited for the St. Croix circuit rather than this one. I think he might have again made a bit of a tactical error by using the Aston for this circuit, but time will tell. A new guy here, Ajax. He's in a Honda. Do you have a Honda? Okay, interesting writing there on the back. He's on racing super softs. I'm not quite sure. I think is that flag meant to represent Saudi Arabia? I think it is. Let me know if it is or isn't. Smoker having a poor qualifying session for him as well. Back here in 15th place in the Honda. He must have had a nightmare in qualifying for some reason. He's got a massive cars in front of him to get through. And Rocky Rich is back here in the McGann, valiantly holding on to the tails of the guys in front, but we do love him all the same. So, let's start with somewhere round about... Let's start with Chrissy Mac, see how things go. I'm not sure how this pans out. Where I know there's instance in the next race, but I'm not sure if there was too much in this one. So here we go. On board with Chrissy Mac. Let's go up front, see if I can see the lights as well, and look backwards. There we go. The lights are on. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're off. Just as there's a flock of birds flying over. So Joker gets a great start off there, but Rivers close up his tailpipes. There's a massive driver coming into turn 1 here. On board of Delhi, looking back at the field. Back here, we've got PTRT still in 4th. Rose, as I thought, has probably got... No, he hasn't quite got past Beserker-Boy. Rose is still in 7th, so everyone's got through. Quite cleanly it looks like here. There's a whole field of drivers, no one's lagging behind. There was a bit of quite a few wide here, so no, nothing's going on. Always best puff of smoke here from Chrissy Mac. Let's go on board with Beserker. He's upside alongside Holy Pete, coming down the hill now. Can he go around the outside of Holy Pete into the first hairpin? He does. He's got round Holy Pete, and is he going to make it stick? He's also made it stick from Delhi B as well. So Beserker's got 2 places in one spot, up to the heady heights of 4th place as the cars stream around the circuit. I should have learned the names of these corners. I think there's a one that came out called the 150R, which is the last one. But so far up in front, it's the 2 4C drivers with Joker out in front of his teammate River, as the rest of the field stream through. Someone's gone very wide there. I think that was Holy Pete. Yep, Holy Pete's gone very wide. Here he is on board. He's lost a place now to Delhi B. Rose has got in front of Pete, and Chrissy Mac is sniffing 7th place as well, but he's not quite got it. But then Chrissy Mac's got a winkle all over his arse. Oh crap! Anyway, go back up front here with Delhi, with Riley, sorry, 3rd place. He's hanging on to the coattails of the 4C drivers in front. Little left-right kink here. They're coming up to the end of lap 1. This is the 150. There we go, 50R. Should we call this one the 50R turn? The 50R hairpin. Good traction. So, at the end of lap 1, on board now with Joker as he crosses the line, with River 2nd, Valley 3rd, Beserker's 4th, Delhi's 5th, Rose 6th, Chrissy Mac 7th, Winkle 8th, Sayrex and Bosonovic having a look. Bosonovic dives up the inside, but he's not going to make it stick. Sayrex, to be honest, has done superbly well to get that Citroen through the field. Missed that, unfortunately, but Bosonovic is side by side as they come into the fast S-bends, the early part of the circuit. Sayrex has got 9th. Bosonovic is hanging on in that Lamborghini for 10th. Ajax, the new boys, in 11th. Bulke, 12th. Smoker, 13th. Zafiro, 14th. Rocky Rich, 15th. And PTRT, yeah, he went wide. He did his lawnmower impression. Holy Pete is the holy lawnmower, if you don't know. So there we go. That's the field at the moment. So looking back now, it's on board. Go on board with River, who's got in front of Joker. I missed that. So going through the field. So River's got in front of Joker. Let's quickly go back and see how he got in front. Where did he get the place? So here we go. So River dives up the inside here at this really fast left corner, get past his teammate. So hopefully with these 2 boys battling, it'll allow Viali to creep up behind. Beserker-Boy's pulled out a little bit of a gap here over Delhi B. His tyres looking, well, it's only lap 2, of course it is. His tyres looking not too bad at the moment. Beautiful livery there on Beserker-Boy's. It's Jordan-inspired Honda. Delhi B's got Total Rose now sniffing 5th place. And as the drivers now starting to get into a rhythm, you can see, you know, all starting to get a little bit of breathing room and a bit of a gaps and get into the flow of the circuit. Chrissy Mack back here in 7th. He's pulled away from Winkle. Sayrex is 9th. Besonovic is still all over the back of Sayrex. Good battle here with Besonovic and Sayrex. So Besonovic looking up the inside of Sayrex. Is he going to take the place? Not quite. Sayrex gives him some room, but yeah, it's good drive through as Besonovic got enough grunt in that Lamborghini. No, he hasn't. So Sayrex holds on for 9th for now. He's going to back up the field. Oh, here we go. I think was that Total Rose. Yeah, Total Rose has got really close now to the back of Delhi B's Lexus. Aaron's making that Ferrari super competitive. There's always whinging that he doesn't do very well, and then come race day, the quality of the driving that Aaron can possess comes through. And as you can see here, he's in a very sporty 6th place at the moment as they come streaming down the start-finish straight. Berserker's now got Delhi B close behind, and I'm pretty sure Delhi is going to have a little look up the inside. No, he doesn't. Thinks about it. Thinks about it. Going board with Delhi. Following the Berserker through this left-right section, I know, as I'm in that car in front, it's the weakness of the Honda is this part of the track, the 135. Delhi's gone underneath. Berserker's drifted wide. Yeah, that is the one spot of the circuit where the Honda suffers because it seems to run out of grunt going up the top of the hill, and it allows people to catch up at the 135 I think it's 135R circuit corner, sorry. And as you see, the two people have got Berserker at that one spot. Berserker's fighting back though. He's not going to let that space go. He's looking to take that spot back from Total Rose. So I don't really want to focus just on this at the moment because the 3 boys up front have all pulled away. Let's just go back to see what else is going on back here. Besonovic is fallen back a little bit from Sayrex, and Bulke is looking sporty in the McLaren, trying to get past Besonovic. Is Bulke going to come underneath him here at the hairpin? We should just stay on board here just to see this, see if he does make the spot stick. It looks like he's not managed to do it. Oh, that was very close. Good driving. So Ajax back here in 12th, Zafiro 13th, struggling in the Aston. Holy Pete's just gone underneath Smoker, but Smoker's come back at him, so they're having a right good battle here. See who gets in front here at the next hairpin. It looks like Smoker's got a racing line. He's going to cut underneath the 2 Honda drivers, but Pete's coming around the outside. Is he going to make it sticky? They're still side by side. Oh, this is good. This could be painful. No, he's pulled out just a little bit in front now of Smoker, and he's got the place. So Pete making his way back up the field. So let's go back up the field as we were. So Ribber still holding off Joker in 2nd. Vialli's caught the 2, as I thought. The 2 Alpha boys had just been mucking about. It just allowed Vialli, Roy, to catch them back up. And he's driving so well in that GTR. Look how you can visibly see he's keeping up pace with them. And these 3 have got a bit of a gap now between Delhi B, who's in 4th, and Berserker's got back in front of Total Rose. Now Rose has also now been caught by Chrissy Mack, and there's still a bit of a gap between Chrissy Mack and Winkle back a bit. So this is the main battle. You've got 2 sets of battles, sorry I should say. The top 3 guys are pulling away, and then you've got Delhi from 4th back here to Chrissy Mack in 7th, all together on the track. It's very even driving by everyone. Oh, lock up there by Delhi B. Aaron has a quick look at the inside of Beserker-Boy, doesn't quite make it stick. It's all line astern. I can't really tell if Deli B is holding Beserker-Boy up a little bit here. I doubt it though. Deli's the faster driver. Probably Deli's going to start cruising away. No, probably. So we are now 8 minutes into it, nearly 9 minutes into the race. Beserker-Boy's tyres not looking superb after only 3.5 laps. Oh, Chrissy Max having a look at the inside here, or the outside now, of Totoro's coming into the mid-circuit hairpin. It's horrible little off-camber turn. You just want to put the power on earlier than you think you should, and you just leave it just a little bit longer. But no, Aaron holds his line through that turn. Just trying to see if there's any other battles brewing. Nice bump brewing back here as well, and then sort of the midfield here. Zarex is being caught again by Vasanovic. Bulke's now joined the party, and Ajax is there or thereabouts, and Holy Pete is closing the gap. He's got past Zafiro as well as out in front of Smoker. So let's go back up to the front. We have Ribber coming now across the line on lap 4. We'll go through the lap times in a second. 10 minutes in, it looks pretty much like, if I'm honest, that was bump drafting. I'm going to check that again. Let's go on board with Joker. Yep, bump drafting. He's not attempting to overtake, he's bump drafting. Oh dear. I'm not going to comment on that. I don't think that's cricket myself. Sorry, don't think that's cricket. So they're working as a team. I get it that there's teammates and stuff, but it's meant to be. See, look, bump drafting. It's not on. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to comment on them for the rest of the race. I don't think that's fair. They're just bumping each other along the circuit now. Right, so Viali in 3rd place here. Deli back here in 4th. Beserker in 5th. I was going to go around through the lap time, so I'm not going to bother with the guys up front because they're cheating, in my opinion. Sorry if you think that's wrong. If you think what I've said is too much, I don't agree with what they're doing. So Deli here on lap 5, he's doing a 225.5. 225, wow, just realised how quick that really is. That's a superb time that Viali's doing up there. So Deli B here in 4th place is doing 226.5. Beserker-Boy's done 227s. Aaron is, as you can see, he's got the pace of Berserker. He can do 226.5s. Oh, nearly hits the back of Berserker's Honda. 226 by Chrissy Mack. The Winkle's closing up behind him. Zarex 227. Vasanovic 228. Bulke 227s. Ajax 228s. That's decent pace here from the rookie. It's a nice little group and a fight starting to brew here back in 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, and behind Ajax is looking for a way past Bulke. He's not quite managed to do it there, and this is a horrible little left-right kick. That's a horrible little section of the track. Doesn't flow, you go some faster, really slow. You have to go slower than you really want to. So go back up to these boys here. What 225 is? No wonder they're doing the 225.1 because they are bump drafting, as I've caught them out on this tape. Here we go, on board. He's not attempting to overtake, he is just bump drafting his teammate along. You heard it in the last lap, he made contact and just pushed him, and now he's decided to. Now they've pushed themselves away from Viali. They're now racing again. But they're both doing the 225 ones, 225 ones. And as you can see, Viali, who was catching them, is now not catching them because they bumped drafted away from Viali. Anyway, moving on. So Viali's now pretty much on his own here in third place. Deli B has pulled away from this other set of drivers, of Berserker in fifth, holding off Total Rose, Total Rose is now holding off Chrissy Mack, because the right ding-dong going on here. Honda, Ferrari, Honda. Going through the left-right section. We are now 13 minutes. I'm pretty sure some of these drivers are going to start thinking about pit stops. Aaron, you can see he's trying to fight his way past Beserker-Boy, going around the outside, trying to go around the outside. He's gone too wide now. He's going to hit the grass. Yeah, and here comes Chrissy Mack. Now Chrissy Mack's on the outside now, going into turn one. So is Aaron going to manage to outbrake Chrissy Mack going into turn one? No, he's not. Well, he might do. He's cut underneath though, so Aaron's held his place. So Berserker's desperately trying to get away from these boys, but they're squabbling behind him for places, which is just allow Winkle to catch up a little bit. You can visibly see he's caught a little bit up there to Chrissy Mack. Sayarex has got another little bit of a gap now ahead of Besonovic. Bulke, they're evened out a little bit. Bulke's having a look at Besonovic. No, he's not going to make it there. So these guys are spread out a little bit as well. So it's all as you are at the moment. But someone, oh no, Smoker's got it wrong into the hairpin. Drifts far too wide. Let's just quickly go back, make sure that was all by himself. He just outbroke himself. Yep, just got it wrong. Far too wrong. The pressure's told. So, oh, Holy Peters, he wasn't in front of Zafira, so he's obviously gone off and done his lawnmower impression again at some point on the circuit. Missed that. So the field is spreading out somewhat. Smoker's now 50. He's having an awful race, and he's off again and nearly loses the back end. Rocky Rich back here in 16th. Still not too far away from Smoker, because Smoker's making quite a few errors at the moment. So here we go. Someone's into the pits, with Bulke's into the pits. Oh no, and Winkle's got it wrong coming out of turn one. He's onto the grass. Because trying to get to who's in the pits. Has lost it. I think it was Bulke and Besonovic who've gone into the pits. Yeah, there they are, because Zafira has now got in front of them both. So they're going to have to fight off. So let's go back up front. There's a lot of drives to get through. Here we go. Oh, Rocky Rich is into the pits. Let's go through his pit stop. There we go. And out he comes. So, Ribber in the illegal car is now in front after being bump drafted his way around the circuit. His tyre wear is minimal at the moment, as you would expect in a 4C. It does really good on tyre wear. Joker here in second spot. He's got a bit of a gap now. Viali back here in third. He might be thinking about coming into the pits this lap. He's still got a bit of a gap now between him and the boys in front. Deli B, is he going to be? Can he see Viali? Yeah, there's Viali up ahead. So he might be thinking of coming in, but as you can see, there is he's an Alexis, isn't he? Yep, he's an Alexis. I'm not sure. The Alexis is not great on tyre wear. So at the moment, we've got Total Rose has found a way past Beserker-Boy and Chrissy. Let's just go back, see how Aaron's got past Beserker-Boy way early in the lap. We missed that. Excuse me. And there's a little bit of a gap now. Oh, Chrissy Mack nearly sent it up the arse of Berserker there. How he wished it was Winkle instead. Gotta grow up. Right, and everyone's sort of spaced out a little bit. We're going to go through the pit stops this lap, I suspect. So what we'll do, we'll go up front with the guys up front to see if any of the lead guys come into the pits. What am I doing about? I'm not interested in these two because they're not playing fair. So we're going to go up with Viali. See if he comes into the pits now. Looks like he is. Yep, Viali dives into the pits. Here we are with his pit crew who are looking ready. And they're off. Tyres on, and he goes out. Viali's into the pits. So Berserker's into the pits. Here's Berserker's pit stop. Looks like he's got the same pit crew. Chrissy Mack's into the pits. Winkle's into the pits. And oh, look at that! Chrissy Mack's coming right behind Beserker, and so is Winkle, but Sayrex is trying to go around the outside, and he's going to split the group with Sayrex. Sayrex has got in front of Chrissy Mack. Sayrex stopped. No, Sayrex hasn't stopped yet. So this is going to work in Beserker. But as you can see, look, Beserker was already pulled out a gap now because Sayrex has got in front of these two boys and is going to be holding up with his worn tyres. So it's just allowed Chrissy Mack. Just allowed Beserker get away from Chrissy Mack, who's being chased by a Winkle going around the outside of that turn. Winkle's coming up the inside of him. Oh my God. He's looking up the inside of Chrissy Mack there, but he can't quite make it stick. Oh my God, I'm crying. Be professional. So Chrissy Mack has got away. A little bit from Winkle. Now Sayrex has got to worry about a Winkle up his arse. Oh dear. Oh, grow up. I'm an old man. This shouldn't make me funny, but it is. So let's go back. Oh, Deli B's got in front. Oh, of course he has, because he didn't make a pit stop. So Deli B, those tyres look like they must be suffering. Surely Deli is going to be coming into a pit, but it looks like he has pitted. Oh no, the display was wrong then. It had someone else's display. So Deli's now in third place, with Viali on a new set of boots in fourth. Total Rose up here in fifth. Beserker-Boy's pulled out a gap now between him and Chrissy Mack in seventh. Chrissy Mack pulled away from Winkle. Sayrex is still chasing the Winkle. And Basalovic is now gonna just slowly probably catch up to Sayrex. Holy Pete, he's had an awful race. He's not pitted yet. He's the flying lawnmower has been off more times. I was going to say a joke that I'm not going to. He's been off the track more times than he probably wanted to. Right, oh, pit stops. Let's go back. So who's in the pits now? Toyota Rose is going to the pits. He's come out of the pits now, just in front of Winkle. So he's kind of like he's lost out he's lost quite a lot of ground there, because he was actually in front of Beserker-Boy, and you can see Beserker-Boy is now that far ahead in front. So Aaron stayed out a little bit too long on that set of tyres. So we're now 20 minutes. God, this grief! Look at the time. 20 minutes into the race. Let's go. There's got to be some other thing. We can't just focus on this battle here. Sayrex is also he's catching up that group though. Basanovic is not letting Sayrex get away, and Holy Pete's catching Basanovic and managing to hold off Bulke there. Ajax looking to take. Let's go back to Ajax. Look at his time. Yeah, Ajax is pitted. Looking up the inside of Bulke, it doesn't quite make it stick there at the hairpin. Zafira, as we said, he's disaster for him back in 14th. Then Smoker's had a pretty rough race as well. And back in Rocky Rich. So up in front, not I'm too worried. Joker, River, yeah, whatever. And Viali now in third. Looking at his lap time, still doing 2:25. He did 2:29 the last lap. Oh, that was on his exit lap, wasn't it? So he's now in front of Deli B, who's pitted. Missed the pit stop there by Deli B. So as you can see, everyone's starting to space out a bit, so I want to try and find where the battles are, and to be honest, it looks like the only battle here is Beserker-Boy's got a bit of a gap now between Chrissy Mack, who's got Toto Rose looking really... Aaron's looking... I'm pretty sure if Aaron didn't have to fight... Oh, Chrissy Mack gets it sideways going into the hairpin. If Aaron didn't have to fight these two Hondas in front of him, he probably would have pulled away. Oh! Lead drivers are into the pits, not that I'm worried about them. They've made a pit stop. Chrissy Mack gets sideways. Aaron's almost off the track as well. Chrissy Mack's locking up. He's probably scrubbed. I'm surprised his tyre was not that... His tyre was going to suffer, because Chrissy Mack is properly getting that Honda sideways. He's coming down the start-finish straight here. Is Aaron going to catch him? Coming into turn 1? No, he's not. So Chris Mac's looking very sideways in that Honda, whereas Beserker-Boy doesn't seem to be getting his Honda as sideways as Chrissy Mac does. So Winkle's off the pace a little bit at the moment. Bosanovic has got in front. Whoa! What's happened to... I've missed it. Where's Bulke? No, Sayrex. I mean, no, Sayrex is... He's pitted. So Sayrex is pitted. That's what's happened. Oh, I missed... Thought there was... Sayrex had come off or something like that. But Bulke is holding off the Citroen driver at the moment. Coming up to 150R, even though it's a left. So Eric's looking to go around the outside of Bulke. He's going to undercut him here coming down the hill. Can he make it stick? Citroen's cruises past, to be honest. Wasn't much of a fight there from Bulke. Bulke's looking... Is Bulke... Bulke's not driving. Something's happened with Bulke. He's quit, I think. Yeah, I think he's quit. He's not accelerating at all. So Bulke's retiring from the race for some reason. So let's go back now through the field. We'll go through the lap times. Not them, not them. Viali doing a 2:25.5. Daly B in 4th place doing a 2:26.5. So Viali's got the pace over the guy behind him. So Viali's having to be honest, it's a pretty quiet race for him. He's not managed to overtake anyone. He didn't catch up with the guys in front. Well, he did catch up with the guys in front until they started bump drafting each other to pull away. So it's just, and he's pulled away from the guys behind. So Viali's looking really good here for a podium with 5 minutes to go. But Daly's not too far off. Is Daly be catching him up? So Viali did a 2:26 last lap. Daly's did a 2:28, so looks like Viali should be able to hold that position for another 5 minutes. And here's Beserker-Boy in 5th place. He's high for him, and here's a right ding-dong of a battle here now. This is where the main battle is. We've got Toto Rose in 6th, Chrissy Mac 7th. He's got Winkle coming up the inside. Oh, in turn 1, no, he's not going to quite make it stick. Oh dear, it's never going to get old. It's never going to get old. Chrissy Max wants to get away from the Winkle behind. So he's trying to find a way past Aaron. But I know that Honda suffers at this part of the track, but he's got such a good draft. Surely Chris can make a spot to get a pass on the Ferrari. Look, there's 3 drivers with 0.1 of a second between them. But Aaron is making that Ferrari so difficult to pass. He's got such a great line through that turn there. And as they come down here, is Christian Mac going to undercut the Ferrari into the hairpin? He's thinking about it. He locks up. He doesn't quite manage to do it. Aaron's driving superbly there. What a battle this is. On board now with Chrissy Mac. Looking at the back of that throttle, gives him a little tap, which has just allowed Winkle to come right up his tailpipes into this back seat. It's not. I've got to. At some point, I'm going to stop giggling every time I say Winkle. As you can see, look, Chrissy Mac. He's suffering with that Honda. I'm amazed he's managed to keep that Honda in 7th, because the other Honda drivers are not suffering with that rear wheel. What tyres has he got? Winkle's gone around the outside of Chrissy Mac. What on earth happened there with Chrissy Mac? It looks a little bit like he just lost the traction or something. But now Chrissy Mac's going to go trying to come up the inside of Winkle, but doesn't know. It's not going to make it stick at all. So let's have a look at his tyres here for Chrissy Mac. His right rear must be suffering, because every time he goes into a hairpin, the rear end of that car seems to just slide out. Not he's going too slow here. I'm pretty sure Chrissy Mac's trying to get his spot back here from Winkle. Winkle, can he catch up? It's interesting to see if the McLaren could catch up to the Ferrari and Honda. Aaron's, let's see, we've got 3 minutes now, so they're gonna have at least this next lap and probably another, so probably 2 laps to go. So Aaron's got 2 laps to close that gap there between Beserker-Boy, and as you can see, Beserker's front right tyre is starting to suffer. Can Beserker hold off Aaron for 2 laps? It's probably going to be... See, even up, see, Beserker suffers a little bit into that right rear. The Honda doesn't seem to like the rear wheel grip for some reason. So while we have a little breather while these boys fight, back here, Winkle's holding off Chrissy Mack. I think Chrissy Mack's going to take the spot. Chrissy Mack going to dive up the inside here into the 130. Is that? Yeah, 130, 135. Ah, no, he's not. Winkle's held the spot, to be honest. So Chrissy Mack not got past him here. He's going to get him down, coming down into the hairpin, down on the bottom right. 2 minutes to go. It's time to start thinking about last lap shenanigans. Oh, Winkle's drifted wide. He's just let Chrissy Mack go underneath at the hairpin. It's a nice tidy line in by Chrissy Mack. Pressure's told on Winkle, pushed him out wide. Pete has got all the way back up from last. Holy Pete here in last place. He's got past Beserker. So he's gone from last back up to ninth. It's well driven in the end, even though he's been off and had a couple of lawnmower excursions. Beserker is 10th, doing really well in that Lamborghini, and the new boy Ajax has got a respectable 11th, and he's got 9th place just up the road in front of him. See how his tyres are holding up. He's on racing softs, so a Honda driver on racing softs here is looking. Can he catch up to that Lamborghini there? Oh, he's looking, he's thinking about it into the hairpin, but doesn't quite manage it. Oh, I think he's going to go drip. No, he's going to go a bit wider, but Beserker goes a bit too wide. He's can't make the place stick. So 1 minute to go. We'll go through the field again in a second. Sayrex here in 12th. Zafiro struggle. Look at Zafiro's front right tyre on that Aston. He is suffering big time. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hold off the smoker for the rest of the race. Bulke, who's quick but still just cruising around, and Rocky Rich 16th. So yeah, these boys, whatever. Up front, Viali coming around now in 3rd place with 10 seconds to go. So let's go back to the start finish line, because whoever doesn't get across the line in a minute, are these boys going to get across the line? So 3, 2, 1, time's up. So that means Holy Pete's finished 9th, Beserker 10th, Ajax 11th. Good result for them. Sayrex 12th. Zafiro's going to come along to finish 13th. Smoker 14th. Bulke 15th and Rocky Rich 16th. So let's go back up to Viali here. He's on his own now for well-deserved 3rd place. Deliby is catching Viali though. Be interesting to see what's going to happen there. But this is where the real battle's going at the moment. Can Beserker-Boy on the last lap hold off Aaron as he dives up the inside there? He's pushed Pete a little bit, but no, he can't make it stick. So Beserker's managed to block that racing line there as we are on board now. And also back there you can see Chrissy Mack has got a Winkle all over his arse still for at the end of this race. But surely Aaron, he's going to find a way past Beserker here on the last lap. He's going to go around try and go around the outside. Side by side, even on the last lap, these two boys fighting all the way to the very bitter end. Is Aaron going to go up the inside? No, he doesn't. He's trying to look around the outside now. Beserker, Honda back end drifts too wide, but Aaron's shoved up the inside there. Oh, what a move by Aaron. He had better traction. Beserker just couldn't hold on to that line. Chrissy Mack still got Winkle. Still got Winkle up his arse. And Winkle's trying to go around the outside. Oh, and that's the boys who have finished. So let's go back up to, yeah, whatever. Viali in 3rd place now. It's going to take a well-deserved podium here in the GTR. Well done. So it's Ribber Joker, Viali in 3rd. Deliby crosses the line in 4th. Aaron's managed to get in front of Beserker-Boy for 5th. Beserker 6th. Now what's happening here with Chrissy Mack and Winkle, they're side by side. Who's going to get the spot? And Winkle took it. Winkle took the spot from Chrissy Mack. What a finish there at the very end. So that's race 3 in the bag. Moving on to St. Croix B for race 4. Thank you very much and see you again soon.